I pity the fool! Anyway.
Keeper of the Mountain. Our little bit today is going to be getting this engine running, and in order to do that, we're going to be installing an HEI distributor. Now, I know this is a Ford engine, and there's a lot of purists out there that want me to stick to a Ford engine. I get it, but you know, some things General Motors did better than Ford. It's just the way it is. As much as I hate to admit it, not everything Ford is the best. And on the other side of the coin, however, not everything Chevrolet is the best, not everything Dodge is the best. So you have to, in a case like this, when you're building a car from scratch like I am, you get the freedom to go and get the best parts that each person, that each company does, and use them in your car. And that's what I'm trying to do. I haven't found anything Dodge to put on it yet, but give me time. Again today, Alan from My Hillbilly Ways is going to be here, and he's going to help us to get this engine started and help us install this HEI. So keep in mind, this is not an instruction video on how to do it. This is how we are doing it and how we're getting it in the engine and what we have to go through to make it happen. And that's about it. So if you can learn something from it, that's great, but we're by no means experts here. I have never put an HEI distributor in a Ford engine before. It just hasn't happened. So let's see how it works. Well, here we are on day 2. We're going to try this again. And I've got reinforcements because you know what? Al came back from My Hillbilly Ways. He came back. Yes, he did. And he brought reinforcements. It's Dorean and Al. How you doing, guys?
Doing good.
All right.
Glad to be here again.
Yep, I'm glad you both are here because I need your expertise. I've heard it said that if Dorean could get the Titanic off the bottom of the ocean, Al could make it run. Okay, here's what we're doing today. Now, as you know, we got the distributor in it, the coil hooked up, everything, and we had the Ford DuraSpark schematic, and we worked with the rat's nest. Oh yes, the rat's nest. Yes. And boy, it looked like this. Oh, this is just confusing as all get out, isn't it? And it didn't work. So Al, great friend that he is, got us a gift. Let's take a look. Here it is from the A-Team. I pity the fool. Anyway, Al, go ahead, open the box there. Let's see what we got.
Hopefully it's blue.
Well, yeah.
No, it's white.
Oh, jeez. Man, they could have done clear.
Orange.
Yeah, there you go.
got you. I got you. There you go.
All right, toss the box. All right, let's see what's in this. Oh, the angels are gonna sing. Oh, yes. It's an HEI. So we're going from the rat's nest to a single wire. Oh boy, that's going to change the wiring diagram a bit. Let's take a look at this gorgeous thing. Look at that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What a beauty. And it's for a 300.
Plug one in. Yeah.
Yep. And I also went out and got this guy right here. It's the pigtail that just plugs right in to the HEI distributor. You can get those. Axel makes them. They're about 18 bucks. And this distributor for the 306 from the A-Team, the part number is right there. So if you want to get one of these, they're right around 90 bucks, 89 and change, and then, you know, tax. If you've got Amazon Prime, you don't even have to pay for shipping. Pretty awesome stuff. So you can put that in, get the little pigtail, hook 12 volts to right there, and there'll be a red wire and a green wire. The red wire is powering the ignition, and the green wire later is to hook to the tachometer when I actually have a dashboard, because I don't even have a body yet. Yeah, well, we'll get to it. Let's get this thing put in.
We won't talk about your body, Zach.
Oh, I know. Please don't.
Okay.
So let's start by pulling this one out. I already put it at top dead center. So we just...
Before we get too carried away, let's just double check.
Oh, make sure that the shafts look the same.
Yeah, so from
Oh, here, let's look.
O-ring to O-ring.
Let's look at that. Well, I don't know. This one's a lot shinier.
Yeah, that's probably
Well, other than that, it looks the same.
looks the same lengthwise.
Yep.
That was my big concern.
All right, well, go ahead and pull that drive shaft out of there.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't come out easy.
Ah,
Put it in that one,
there we go.
because that drives the oil pump. All right, now let's unplug the vacuum advance. All right, and let's get this out of the way. I am going to unhook a bunch of it. Let's get...
Yep, I was thinking about that.
What?
We could have maybe just did like you do with the magneto and take sandpaper and clean that up. It's pretty rusty. We might have got spark, but
Well, I was looking at the price,
yeah.
and you know, if I replace this module and anything else, it would end up costing more money than this entire distributor cost.
Right.
So by putting this in, everything is brand new, and it's simpler and probably better. I mean, as much as of a Ford guy as I am, Chevy did a better job on the distributors,
Yeah.
on the ignition side. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You can't argue with success. Well, you can, but you'd be a fool.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Um,
So I'm gonna set this on here so we can. Well, you probably know the wiring diagram already.
well, the firing order's right here
Yeah.
on the intake, so we can get that.
And one is at 6 o'clock, right?
Yes. One is at 6 o'clock, and we're going to pull... Let me get this off of here.
Okay.
So what cylinder is this?
6.
6.
It's 6 cylinder.
Oh, look at that. That was brittle. That just broke right off.
That's
Glad
the
we're
old
not
one.
That probably doesn't help our problems.
No, that didn't help our problems at all.
So that's the old one there?
This is the old stuff I'm pulling
Okay.
off. That one distributor replaces all of this junk that's just falling apart in my hands. Everything's just falling apart in my hands. I don't like this. Okay. That gets a bunch of extra wires out of here. Got to put on my spectacles.
I would help you, but I forgot my spectacles at home.
Uh-oh.
I got a spare set.
There you go.
You thought you were getting out of work.
Yeah, they're pretty close to the right strength too. It must be 275. No?
Yes, they are.
270.
Yes, they are.
Yep.
All right, oh yeah, that's got to come off of there. Okay. Look at all those wires going away. Okay, all right.
Nice.
Now let's take the choke, the electric choke. All the old wires are out of the way. Let's get this distributor in here. Let's get the top off the distributor.
Be perfectly honest, as excited as you're going to get to get this thing running. I'm surprised you haven't already done all that.
Well, I was waiting for you because, oh, look at that wire came loose.
Yep.
Oh, I'm glad we checked this.
A-team is not so
A-team after all.
terrific.
We're going to have to fix that.
Maybe like A minus.
Yeah.
Yeah, A-team, you just got an A-. Oof. I got to figure out how to get that out of there and fix that.
Little
Oh,
teeny
I bet these...
pin, and you can push that out.
Okay, well, we'll work on that right now. Well, we had a small problem. You see the difference here in the size between the two distributors? Yeah, the DuraSpark is so much smaller than the other one. And as you can see, these bolts right down here holding on the side plate, they cannot stick out any farther than they have to. See, I have this thing about putting studs everywhere with nuts on them, like here on the valve cover and here on the side cover. I have, studs with nuts on them, and that's because if you need to bolt an accessory on, and I mean even necessities, like right here, this is the dipstick, and it bolts on. I have it hooked onto the stud, and you can just put an extra nut on there if you need to. You don't have to loosen the pan in order to put on or take off whatever it is you're using. And I like to do that on engines so that I can adjust and make adjustments and additions and subtractions and what have you at will without any problems. But sometimes, like in this case, we ended up with these bolts here. Excuse me, they're bolts, not nuts. They with the stud in there, it came out and ran right into the distributor. But with just the bolt in there, it's fine. Most often you're going to find these with bolts in there and not studs, but it's what I ran into. So I had to search around and find what I did with the original bolts, and for two of them, and put them in there. Okay, now after a major search and finding the bolts that came out of here and putting them back in, well, now the distributor fits perfectly. Look at that. I can even adjust the timing. It's down all the way. Now let's put this back on. Oh, there's just too much Chevrolet going on here.
The Chevy in Florida is fighting.
Yeah, well, I'm a Ford mechanic. I don't know how to work on Chevy stuff. And there we go. Ah, that went in. Nothing against the Chevy stuff. It just... One you gotta turn to the right. One you gotta turn to the left. Okay. Now, since number one is straight down, we're going to have to like turn this like that to get on top dead center.
Okay.
So
Number one wire.
all right. So this should be the longest one. Well, it's going to be long enough.
Yeah.
So this is number one, and then the next one should be.
Depends which direction you're going, but yeah.
I believe the rotation was this direction
Okay.
when we were getting it set. So next, we plug it all in.
Plug it in. Hook a battery up to it and see if it smokes.
There. This thing should light off.
All right.
Good.
Yeah. Let's get a battery in it and see what happens.
All right.
All right.
Hang on. Ready?
Yep. Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo! It runs! That's the first noise I've heard this thing make. Yeah! All right.
Pumping fuel. Why isn't it running on its own?
I don't know.
Let's try it again.
All right. Okay, yeah, we're out of gas. That's the problem.
Not pumping.
We need to get gas. Let's go
Okay.
get some gas.
All right.
Let's see if it'll fire up again. Okay, yeah, we're out of gas.
Ooh, seen that fire too. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hear after this. Whoa.
That's too advanced. Hold it, shut it off. This is awesome! Finally, some noise. Hey guys, man, this was awesome. Thanks for coming by and watching us start this thing. Thanks to Dorian, and thanks to Al, and no thanks to me. We got this thing running. You saw it, you heard it.
Yeah.
Strong team.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of the A team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
distributor.
Yeah.
A team.
I pity the fool.
Anyway.
Anyway, I now Dorian informed me something I didn't know. Him and his brothers, when they get cut, they bleed motor oil.
Yep.
That's good to know, because now I can put him to work at home too.
I just want to know, is that 10 weight or 50 weight or 90 weight?
If it's
Valvoline.
Oh, it's Valvoline. Snooty on us now, he is. Yeah, he's getting snooty on us. Oh well, that's all right. He did his job. He did his part. So yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, guys. And you know, we'll do some more of this. I've got to fix that fuel leak under the carburetor, and then I got to spool in the timing a little bit, get it just where I want to, get the timing light on it, bring it up to pressure, up to temperature, and make sure there's no water leaks. And you know, then I'll be able to shut it down for a while, and then start working on the other end of the car.
Yeah, and make sure that you don't burn your garage down in the process.
Well, that's the hope. Yeah, I mean, it's. I did check the floor for flammables.
Okay, good.
But wow, that was loud.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
That was loud, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll do it again, guys.
Okay. Sounds fun. We enjoyed being over here and hearing that thing run.
Oh man, I enjoyed it having you. It was that was good. And thanks again for that distributor.
We get more excitement than just mountains blowing up around here.
Yeah. Well, you know, we do have volcanoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this was much more fun than a volcano.
Yes, for sure.
Alrighty.
All right.
Let's call it a
That's
day.
a wrap.